Dating might be one of the hardest things two people can do, and that goes for anywhere in the world. If you're attempting to date in Cuba as a foreigner, I believe it's even harder. Here's 5 reasons why dating in Cuba is risky, and you probably shouldn't do it. Reason number 1, they want to get married. Cuba is an extremely intense, bright, sad, stimulating, impoverished, any other polarizing adjective pairs you can find. And the people here are economically suffering and they want a way out. Let's just keep it plain. So here comes you, Mr. or Mrs. Moneybags, and you found the right one. I know she's super thick. He's swole. He's tall. You know, she went to school, got her degree, whatever preference you are. Let's say they even speak a little bit of English, right? And let's say, you know, they tell you they never even dated someone from insert foreign country that you're from, and they always wanted to visit someday. Now, let's say you're a guy, you vibe, you get drinks, and you go out a couple times. You probably even get a chance to meet her mom. So things are going well, and bam, that marriage word pops up. And in Cuba, when you're dating, you're really married. So their marriage is like our dating. So it's not like, you know, with you, how it's going to be. You know, they're not doing that ghetto marriage stuff. So when you live with someone, you're married.
Dude, you are ghetto married. Enjoy it.
They want all the paperwork done because with you, they're trying to go home. And by home, I mean America. Reason number 2. Things are unofficially quid pro quo.
Yes, squid pro row.
So if you're a young guy traveling to Cuba, let's say you're in your 20s or 30s, most of these girls know you're not interested in having a serious relationship. Damn, the Cubans their age are looking to have a serious relationship at that age. So they know what you want and you know what they want. Or maybe you don't, so that's why you're watching this video. So don't be surprised if you're dating a young lady, right? And she asks you to help with her cell phone minutes, some data, right? Or some food around the house for her kids. Or maybe some clothes here and there. Now, this doesn't mean she doesn't like you, but it also doesn't mean she'll be spending much time with you if you didn't feel obliged to assist. Now, my thing is this, nothing in life is free. If you're dealing with prostitutes, if you're not dealing with prostitutes, which I highly discourage you to do if you're visiting Cuba, people are going to want something. This isn't only a Cuban thing. Hell, this shit happens all over the world. So I'll say this, Cubans in general are extremely generous people and do tons of things out of the kindness of their heart. So just be prepared when you realize kindness doesn't pay the bills. So you're not willing to foot the bill, don't date a Cuban. So this reason is kind of funny. Cubans are jealous, right? I'm gonna tell you a story I personally witnessed. Now this is 2015. I'm in Havana with my brother, and we're staying with some homeboys who got a couple extra rooms. And it's really just a normal day. So for the sake of the story, we'll call my homeboy Peppo. So Peppo is this big, fat, swole, kind of light skinned, black Cuban. He got more baby mamas than I can count. Real cool dude. Kind of reminds you of that guy that was cool in high school, and he's still pretty cool today, right? So now Peppo got 2 main baby mamas. We're gonna call them Olive Oil and Gladys. Now Gladys is the OG, got the most kids with Peppo, and she's always semi around, Good mother and very territorial about Peppo. She's white, kind of chubby, pretty friendly, but you can tell she's with the shits, right? So now Olive Oil is the recent baby mama. She's white as well, skinny, dark hair, and she has Peppo live with her off and on. You know, that type of thing. So at this time, it's off. And Peppo's staying with Gladys. Well, we're over there chilling, and this day Peppo tells me, hey homie, I'm about to go see Olive Oil. Now, he doesn't say it like that because he doesn't speak English, but he says in Spanish, hey bro, I'm gonna go run to see my baby mama. Now the rule is, I wasn't aware of this. The rule is Peppo can only see his other kids if he's with Gladys, right? Now to me that sounds crazy as hell, but I guess the reason for the rule is embedded in his story. So my boy waits until Gladys leaves the house, and he takes off to Olive Oil and tells the homies, if Gladys comes back, let her know I went to go see my kids. And we obviously weren't going to say, oh yeah, he's at Olive Oil's crib, right? So now I'm not saying he wasn't trying to see his kids, but it's probably like that dance flick movie with the Wayans brothers.
Hey, son. All right, I'm out.
So a couple hours pass by, and I'm already out, doing whatever I'm doing. And I see Peppo running down the street. Well, he's kind of a little chubby, so he's kind of like a little waddle. He's waddling down the street, and Gladys is chasing after him. Now, I'm not going to get into the details about, what happened and, what went on, but we all grown. And all I can say that the homie was trying to make the most out of his visit. Reason number 4, lack of connection. Now, I'm not talking about, that emotional connection. I'm talking about the internet. So it's 2024 and FaceTime is almost as common as a phone call, right? Even though the internet and data is available in Cuba, it doesn't mean it's free. There's no free internet in Cuba. All those hours on the phone, booed up, communicating on WhatsApp, that costs money. That's gonna come out of your pocket. So if you're not ready to foot the bill and pay for some minutes, pay for a little data, a little Wi-Fi, don't do it. And number 5, the last reason, is the language barrier. So this might be an obvious one if you don't speak Spanish, but Cuban Spanish is on another level. Your 4 years of high school, 4 years of college, shit, ain't really gonna cut it. I know people from different Spanish speaking countries, they go to Cuba and have a hard time understanding Cubans. So, that's a huge factor. Have you ever, and then one thing you have to think about, have you ever listened to a telenovela or the local news? They never have a Cuban, unless you're in Miami, they never have a Cuban on the local news or the Spanish news network because no one can understand them. So these are my 5 reasons why dating a Cuban is risky and you shouldn't do it. So if you enjoyed the video, which I hope you did, give me a like, subscribe. I'm gonna have a lot more content about all of Latin America, even a little bit of Europe. I do news, international news, international stories. So, I'm from Chicago as well. So I might even do a couple pieces about, the city I'm from. If you're interested in hearing more, subscribe, leave a comment. Escaping the flock. Till next time.